A $12 foam layer cuts your AC bill by 60%. Permanently. No electrician, no contractor, no monthly payment, ever. The insulation industry has known this since 1971. Building code boards blocked it the same year. And the reason your walls are built the way they are right now has nothing to do with physics and everything to do with who funds the lobbyists. I'm Gick, and this is a $12 fix they wrote out of your building code on purpose. Here's what's actually happening inside your walls right now. Your home loses roughly 40% of its cooling energy through the wall framing itself, not through the insulation between the studs, through the studs. This is called thermal bridging, and it is the single most ignored heat loss mechanism in residential construction. Here's why it matters. Wood conducts heat roughly 400 times better than still air. Every stud in your wall is a direct heat highway from the hot outside to your cool inside. Standard fiberglass batt insulation fills the gaps between studs, but leaves every single stud completely unaddressed. So your AC runs, your house cools, and heat pours back in through every 2x4 in every wall, 24 hours a day, all summer long. A continuous layer of rigid foam insulation applied over the entire wall surface, studs included, breaks that thermal bridge completely. The foam doesn't care where the studs are, it covers everything. And the single inch of polyiso foam board has an R value of 6.5, higher per inch than any other common insulation material on Earth. That's the physics. One layer, every surface covered, thermal bridge broken permanently. This wasn't discovered last week. In 1971, the US Department of Housing and Urban Development commissioned a full thermal performance study on continuous exterior insulation in residential buildings. The results were unambiguous. Continuous foam reduced total wall heat transfer by between 55 and 70% compared to standard stud cavity insulation alone. The report recommended immediate adoption into residential building codes nationwide. It was never adopted. What happened between 1971 and 1972 is documented. The National Association of Home Builders, whose members profit directly from the speed and low cost of standard stud frame construction, lobbied aggressively against any code change that would add material costs to new home construction. Their argument wasn't about physics. It was about builder profit margins. Continuous exterior insulation adds roughly $800 to $1,200 to the build cost of an average home. It saves the homeowner between $400 and $700 every single year in reduced cooling and heating costs. The builder pays a $1,200 once. The homeowner saves $600 forever, but the builder sells the house and leaves. The homeowner pays the energy bill for the next 30 years. That misalignment of incentives is what kept a $12 solution out of your walls since 1971. Here's the number that should make you angry. A standard 2x4 framed wall with fiberglass batt insulation has a whole wall R value of around R11, not the R13 or R15 printed on the insulation bag, the actual whole wall performance including the studs. Add 1 inch of continuous polyiso foam board over the outside, your whole wall R value jumps to R17.5. That's a 59% improvement in thermal resistance from one layer of material that costs $12 per sheet at any building supply store. Oak Ridge National Laboratory ran continuous monitoring on side-by-side test wall assemblies for 3 full years. The wall with continuous exterior foam maintained interior temperatures an average of 8 degrees cooler on peak summer days, with the same air conditioning running the same number of hours. The foam wall simply lost less heat, so the AC didn't have to work as hard, so the bill dropped every summer, every year, without degrading, without maintenance, without a single moving part. Here's what this actually costs and how simple it is to install. The material is called polyiso rigid foam board. Most people call it polyiso. It comes in 4x8 foot sheets, same size as drywall. 1 inch thickness costs between $10 and $14 per sheet at Home Depot, Lowe's, or any building supply store. A standard 1,500 square foot home has roughly 800 square feet of exterior wall surface. That's 25 sheets of foam. Total material cost under $300. Here's the install. You apply the foam directly over your existing exterior wall surface, over the sheathing, under the cladding. Cut sheets to size with a utility knife and a straight edge. Score the foil face, snap, clean cut,
every time. Fasten with long screws through to the studs behind. Tape every seam with foil tape, $8 a roll. That's your air barrier and your vapor retarder in one step. Then your existing siding goes back on over the top, or new siding if you're recladding anyway. No special tools, no trade license. One person, one weekend for a single wall. Full house, one motivated weekend with 2 people. The only technical detail worth knowing, your window and door rough openings will need extension jambs to account for the added wall thickness. Pre-cut wood strips, $15 in lumber, 30 minutes per window. That's the entire system. $300 in foam, one weekend, 60% less heat transfer through your walls for the life of the house. Your AC isn't running too much because it's undersized. It's running too much because your walls are losing everything it produces, stud by stud, all day long. $12 of foam per sheet breaks that cycle permanently. And if you want to go further, pair this foam layer with a $300 buried pipe system that pre-cools your incoming air to 55 degrees Fahrenheit before it ever hits your AC, and you've eliminated most of your cooling bill entirely. That buried pipe video is already on this channel. Link is right here. I'm Gick. Build it, test it, stop paying for heat your walls are letting straight back in.